Alright guys, what's going on? Welcome to the program. Today I'm going to talk about this individual trauma kit. It's not really a first aid kit. This isn't something you're going to find at like CVS or anything like that. Or like Walgreens or Walmart. This is a trauma kit. This is for massive bleeding, hemorrhaging. You got to apply these techniques and these items or the person is going to bleed out and die, which in any kind of usual active shooter situation or when somebody's shot or stabbed, generally they die because they bleed out because nobody was stopping the blood, which is the most important thing. So this is just, the other day I did a video geared more towards what different tourniquets and that I like to use on like if there's another person. My preferred tourniquet to use on another person would be one of these two, more or less. This is the soft T tourniquet. It's made out of, it's got the aluminum and the knurling, runs through a buckle, and this is obviously the cat tourniquet Gen 7 from North American Rescue. I keep a Sharpie marker with it for the timestamp. And this is just like a real super duper durable plastic and Velcro, but this tourniquet is my absolute favorite. I mean, this is my preferred tourniquet for when I'm doing security work and stuff like that, or when I'm going hiking. This is going to be the one that's close by or in a tourniquet holder or whatever. But for everyday carry, just, you're a regular person, you're probably not going to have a cat tourniquet. Maybe you do want one, but if you're going to get a tourniquet, this is definitely the one I would recommend if you don't feel like you're going to carry one. You just want one maybe around the house or whatever. I mean, you could be cooking dinner and slice an artery by accident, and next thing you know, you don't have the right equipment. So this is just something I would even keep around my kitchen, so I keep tourniquets everywhere. There's one here too. This is a SWAT T tourniquet. This goes in my little EDC pack here, which goes in my backpack that I carry all the time. I don't leave anywhere without it. But this is just a trauma kit just for everyday people. I mean, if you just want to keep this in your house, if you go to the range a lot, you can just throw this in your range bag, keep this in your car, and then you can, if you're a female, maybe you just want to throw a rat's tourniquet in your purse, and even maybe one of these. If I was a girl, I would definitely have a few of these items in your purse. I mean, you can easily do that, but this is what this video is, to make awareness so that people don't know that you can get these items. You can get this training very easily. I mean, I have like 7.5 hours of medical training, so I know how to use all this stuff, and it's important when you get some of these things that you'll see that you know how to open them, how they work, and things like that. So this is just a little kit. Like I said, anybody can get this stuff, guys. This thing's on Amazon for $26, and the contents of this bag is going to have a lot of this stuff in there from Skinny Medic. I'll leave the link of his website below, so you can shop around and see different things that you want. The only thing that's not in here is the top item, which is the Gen 7 cat tourniquet, because like I said, for everyday carry, this is not something I could easily strap this thing into there, but it's going to make it a lot bigger. It's going to take up a lot more room inside. Same thing with the soft T tourniquet. So I have other uses for these, for when I'm doing armed security work, or for when I'm hiking, or going into a hot spot or whatever. But generally, this is the EDC, the everyday around. This is the one you're going to want to have in your house. You have kids, this is just something I would just absolutely. You have fire extinguishers, you have car insurance, you have stuff to fix your tires, you have all these different things to insure things. So why not take some insurance on yourself? You can't always rely on the EMTs to get there on time. Generally speaking, when somebody has a bad laceration, they have less than 90 seconds before they bleed out, so especially if it hits an artery. So tourniquets are something that I believe everybody should take into consideration and have around their homestead, their car, whatever. So let's just dive into this backpack thing, little pouch thing that I found on Amazon. It's $26. I mean, this is nothing. It's not no super duper 500 Cordero like the Maxpeditions and VanQuest and packs of the days like this one here. It's just like, these little packs can get expensive, but this is cheap. This is a cheapy one. This is just something woodland camo, whatever. No big deal. It's got the medical symbol on there, which anybody sees that could know, hey, go find the pack, it's got medical cross on it. If you're hurt and you can't get to it, you're explaining to someone. Some people might even go as far as putting a little red tab on there so it's even more identifiable to medical, which is why I have a lot of red, like the red pool tabs on this one and the red cross, as well as with my big trauma kit here has the red cross on there. So this is made for if you have it on your backpack, or you're somebody who's on hike and you want to keep this, or your camping trip or something. You want to just keep this on your belt, and you have it set up to where if you have it through these temporary things here, you can put it permanently through your belt, or you can have it on these temporary belt sleeves where you just be able to pull it off whatever you have it attached to fairly quickly. And then you have this elastic band here which has the pull tab in it, and you just basically pull that up and it releases the wire lock, and then you're able to get inside the contents of the bag pouch, whatever. So right off the gate here, you're going to see another Sharpie marker. That is for the timestamp for the RATS tourniquet here, which is basically this tourniquet, same exact thing, just a different color in a belt, little compact elastic sleeve. Don't want to lose that. The way if you want to watch, I'll leave a link to my other video where I actually go through and show you how to apply each one of these tourniquets, and it explains even more trauma stuff. But I'm not going to open this thing up because it's a real pain in the ass to get back in there. But that's from Ready Man Tactical. If you want to check that out, that little sleeve. Skinny Medic at Medical Gear Outfitters makes a belt sleeve that actually has belt loops on it, so you can put it on your belt if you want to. I mean, it's very, the RATS tourniquet, in my opinion, is a perfect EDC tourniquet because it's not bulky, it's not in the way. I mean, I got 2 or 3 of them actually, and they're just, you can put them in your pocket. And you go to a sporting venue, you go to a concert, you can throw this thing in your pocket. You can throw this one in your back pocket. And now you have 2. Generally, where you need 1 tourniquet, you're probably going to need 2. So, you're not going to put this thing in your pocket unless you want to, but it's up to you. But, this is for EDC stuff, guys, so keep that in mind. If I'm going to have a tourniquet that I'm going to carry every day, it's going to be definitely the RATS tourniquet. It's super easy to use. You wrap it around, you put it around a cleat. It's real easy. So inside here, then you're going to just see, I'll just grab this right out of top. This is a nasal passageway. I have the lube on the back. Somebody, car accident, trauma, they can't breathe, or, you got to stick this in their airway so they can breathe. People die from that. So not the number one thing people die from, but it's up there. So when people can't breathe, they can't live. In the back here, this is just some gauze, no big deal. Then you're going to have here some North American Rescue Trauma dressing. So you could just basically wrap after you wound pack, and then this thing, it's a great thing to have. You could just, good for bad cuts, and even a gunshot wound, where it's like maybe a real bad graze, or even if it's a full impact gunshot wound, which just didn't hit an artery and they're not bleeding out, then you could still wound pack and use this, or, just use this to wrap and hold the blood. And stop the bleeding. That's the number one important thing. So, like I said, you got to take courses and you get to open these things up and try them and open them. And that's pretty important, besides just getting it and having it and then waiting for something bad to happen and then figuring it out. You don't want to be that guy. So anyway, and then I have, this is for more or less gunshots, stab wounds to the chest or stomach, or maybe even the groin. But these are high-fin chest seals. They are made in the USA. You don't want to open these things up out of here, but you do want to take courses. These are the ones I'm more comfortable with. There's all different kinds of ones. I like these ones the best. They're compact, and these are the ones that I was trained to use. I have used the other ones before too that are a little bit bigger, but I've never used the Halo ones. I've never used any ones that aren't Bennett, so these are the ones that I'm more comfortable with. So like I said, when you get the training, you're going to find different things that you may be more comfortable with or whatever. So these are the ones I have. They're super easy to use. Just basically stick it over the gunshot wound, and it's a Bennett chest seal, so it's going to help for that. Then I'm going to have an Israeli bandage. This is basically just a big giant bandage you wrap around, and then it locks around this little plastic thing. Again, another item that you want to get the training and open it up. They let you open this stuff up when you get these trainings for this kind of stuff. You don't want to spend $15 bucks on this stuff and open it up and then be like, oh, okay, that's how it works. So you take the courses, they let you play with this stuff, so it's pretty cool. Then you just have some rubber gloves, medical gloves, whatever. Generally, in a trauma situation, you're not going to have time to use gloves when somebody's bleeding out. Like I said, 90 seconds, sometimes even less time than that. And even 90 seconds is too long. Generally, like 60 seconds in any kind of artery that's bleeding. So, you don't really have time to use trauma gloves. So, they're there, though, just in case. And then just some compressed gauze. This stuff, guys, opens for days. You can wound pack with this. And, you can wrap around. You can, and again, another item. You want to, take the course and open it up and check it out. So that is basically it in this little kit. Like I said, it's real. It's not the biggest bag. It's like a pencil pouch. And, but it's got a lot of stuff in it. And the contents of this can definitely save your life. And like I said, this is geared more towards me. This is my stuff. Like, this isn't stuff that I would grab for other people who are hurt in a mass shooting, or just they were in the wrong place at the wrong time, and I was in the right place at the right time. I would obviously go for my big bag that I use for armed security work, which has a bunch of different trauma stuff in it. Basically everything here times 2. So then I plus have this if I have to, and this is what I have. Of course, I'm going to use it on somebody, but generally, this is geared more towards the everyday citizen, what they can carry. So yeah, you could buy these, guys. Just be careful. Like I said, I think I said it in this one. I'm going to say it again. You could buy like a 4-pack of these on Amazon for $16. I do not get those. They are fake. They aren't going to work. This is a Generation 7 cat tourniquet from North American Rescue. It's about $36. That's the real deal. This one's about close to $40. This is the newer soft T tourniquet. These are 2 of the absolute best combat-proven tourniquets you can get. They are the best, in my opinion. If you want to see the video on how to apply these and different things, then I'll leave the link for that video. But generally, that's it. This is just a real simple kit. Anybody can have it, and I don't think you have to be some kind of super duper medical EMT paramedic to have this stuff. You don't. I think anybody should have these just laying around the house, or in the kitchen drawer, or up on top of the fridge, or in your car, in your glove box, in your trunk, whatever, or even in your backpack. If you're a girl, you can stick a couple chest seals in your purse. You can stick this tourniquet in your purse. You're a female, you can have this stuff in your purse right here, and you're good to go. You have a full-blown trauma kit in your purse, and it's just simple things like that people underestimate. This dropping shit everywhere, but people underestimate this world, and that's why people end up dying and bleeding out. So yeah, I'm trying to spread the word. Trauma kits. And I've been involved in situations where I had to pull somebody out of a car before when I was younger. And as I said before, my dog was fatally stabbed in his throat, and he bled out to death. So, there's different things that make you wake up. But like I said, don't wait for something like that to happen to where it's like, okay, now I know I need this stuff. It's like, take it from me. I'm telling you, you're bound to find yourself in a situation where one of these things is going to come in handy. Hopefully not a tourniquet or a chest seal, but like as far as an Israeli bandage or a wound packing, or just having this stuff just to be on the safe side. It doesn't hurt. I mean, I talk to people who have kids that are like, I don't even have a Band-Aid in the house. I'm like, what, are you freaking kidding me? So anyway, guys, that is about it. Take this into consideration. Please don't hesitate on this. I mean, I'm not saying go out and spend your whole paycheck on trauma kit stuff. No, whatever. Take your time, buy a couple things here and there. I would definitely probably start out with a tourniquet. If you have an older tourniquet, whatever. If you don't have one and you just want to leave it around the house, I would recommend the Gen 7 cat tourniquet from North American Rescue. Hands down the best tourniquet, I think, personally. If you're somebody who wants to carry a tourniquet around and you want to be, you want to throw it in your backpack or whatever, EDC, definitely the RATS tourniquet, or even the SWAT T tourniquet. So anyway, guys, that is it for this video. I will see you guys in the next one. I hope you enjoy. Leave some comments below. As always, be respectful, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace. I fucking killed it.